Alright, here we are. We are live. Hello everyone! Hello Banana BB and K-Court. Glad to see you guys in chat. Yeah, it's been a little while since I streamed, but yeah, I'm excited to get back into it. I figured I might as well be villager hunting, because I know that I haven't quite gotten to this point in the actual uploaded videos, but in terms of where I am in recording, yeah, I've gotten resident services upgraded, I've got the campsite villager, and so I figured next thing we're gonna do is get to 3 stars, and so in order to do that we need villagers, and I tend to get a little bit bored if I'm trying to actually record villager hunts. So yeah, I figured what better time to do this than on stream. How's the audio, by the way? Can you all hear me? Is everything okay? Let me know in chat. I have, yeah, I've got 100 tickets right here on me, and in the description I mentioned this, but we are going to be looking for Julian, Cleo, Whitney, and, I've somehow already forgotten the, the other person. Yeah, we've got Julian, Whitney, Cleo, and Judy, of course. How could I forget? Okay, good. Everything's fine. Alright, so in that case, we're just gonna jump right into it. Hello, Orville. Also, please ignore the the town tune. My sister has joined this island, and in order to get herself some Duck Miles, she updated the town tune, and yeah, she picked something random, and I still haven't figured out what I want to actually have it be. So for now, we've just gotta deal with it. Alright. Okay, first ticket. I'm excited to see who it's gonna be. Imagine we get lucky right off the bat and somehow get someone good, but I doubt it, honestly. Thank you, K-Court. Yeah, I really love this jacket. I downloaded a few custom designs. I actually do this in a future video. I downloaded a few custom designs and went through them thinking, well, I guess some of these are good, but I don't know if I really want to pick any of them, and then I saw this one and was just like, okay, yeah, this is it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I forgot to put down a plot. Oops. Well, we just wasted a ticket. No, I don't need tools. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. I would like to go home, and then we will talk to Tom Nook and get a plot placed. Because that's what we need to do first in order to actually have people show up on these islands. Golly day, my brain is everywhere right now. Alright. Okay. Can't stay, just wanted to say hi and leave a like. My Wi-Fi is garbage right now. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Banana BB. I'm sorry about your Wi-Fi. I know that the hurricane has messed up a lot of people's Wi-Fi. Also, quick note, as we're running to and from resident services, if you all see anyone who Starstruck in the video version doesn't have, you're just going to ignore it, okay? And so when the video comes out, you're gonna be so shocked to see everyone, right? Right? Okay. Alright, glad we've got that clear. Let's see. Okay, I haven't actually done this. I figured I'd do it on stream, and then I completely forgot about that. Okay, yeah, we need to increase our population. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Alright, come on. Come on. He talks so much. Okay, let's talk infrastructure. So what I want is to sell some land. There we go. 10,000 bells, no problem. Yes, let's prep a plot. And then next step is to find a random spot on the beach where it fits. At least it's the small version of the plot, it's just the plot, I mean. Because for the starter villagers, there's no hope of putting them on the beach because they need all that space around them for you to put the furniture, and it's a whole thing. Alright. Okay, let's see. I think over on the left I've got space. There's a coconut tree right there. Oh, over there across the river, I think that works. Fingers crossed. Okay. Build here. Yes, perfect. Okay. I didn't mean to imagine it. I didn't mean to do that. As long as it fits anywhere, I'm okay with placing it. Alright. Now, it's time to go hunting. Golly day, that took a little bit longer than I expected. I've got stuff placed everywhere because I've just been dropping items off regularly. I'm sorry, Tammy, I don't have time to talk to you. I need to go villager hunting. I realize that there's something a little bit wrong with telling a villager that you're gonna go villager hunting. But, like, there's a lot of things like that are just a little bit iffy if you actually think about them. Like the fact that there's frog villagers and also frogs that you can catch. But, I mean, we just don't need to think about things like that. We're just gonna move on and pretend that everything's fine and normal. Okay. Now, our first ticket. I don't really know what to say across all the loading screens because there's so many loading screens. I don't know why that's always the case. Alright, first villager. Who we got? Zoe, I think you are? Yeah, Zoe. I'm not really a fan of the anteaters. Yeah, it's weird. And also, like, you can catch octopi when diving, I believe. But we also have those 4 octopus villagers. It's all a little bit weird if you really think about it, and so we're just not gonna. Alright? I think we're all good with that. What do you all think of the anteaters, by the way? Because I'm not really a huge fan of them. Like, I guess there's a couple that are better than others, but I really don't think that I'd ever have an island where I want an anteater as one of my dreamies. Dreamies. I can talk. I promise English is my first language. Okay, but yeah, I'm curious if any of you guys have a different opinion. Alright. Second ticket. Maybe we get someone better this time? But Zoe isn't actually that bad. She's just... I guess the anteaters as a whole, like their model, I think it is, that makes them a little weird. I don't know. Hang on, let me take a quick second to look them up so that I can actually remember who all they are. Okay, ACNH anteaters. Okay, I'd say the anteaters that I kind of like are like Annabelle, Antonio, maybe just those two. I guess Annalise is also pretty good. Or, well, pretty okay. None of them are actively good, but like, I don't actually hate her. Alright, we got Sister Fruit Island, that's fun. Ooh, I never remember your actual name. Rowan, right. I only ever remember that you're Tony the Tiger, because, you know, obviously. Alright, off we go. So far have not had great luck. Yeah, because but I mean, it's only our second ticket. So I guess that there's still plenty of time for our luck to turn around. Hopefully we don't spend like 5 hours looking for one dreamy. But I mean, if you think about the actual odds, it is, you know, they're up there. But I guess it does help that there's 4 people that we're looking for, and not just one specific one. That'll happen later down the line. Alright, next ticket. I always worry while doing the menuing that I've, like, completely tuned out and accidentally hit that I want to travel to someone else's island or something, even though it's really difficult to actually do that, because, like, the dialogue is very different, and also there's, like, that little bit where you gotta connect to the internet, but, like, I tend to tune out while doing the most random things, and so sometimes he'll be like, okay, off you go, and I'm like, where am I going again? Am I going to the island I hoped to? I really hope so. Alright, Marina, of course. It only took us 3 islands before we found one of the octopi. I know that actually finding an octopus is the same level of rarity as any other species, but the fact that there's so few of them means that they feel much more common because you see the same ones over and over and over again. Alright, well, back we go. Imagine we find one of the villagers that have gotten amiibo for. Because all the amiibos that I plan on scanning are Ione, Etoile, Quinn, and Sasha. But I haven't scanned any of them yet. And so I'm just like, what if we find someone on an island? Do we have to pass them up, or do we just take them? How many more times do you think you'll find an octopus? A lot, probably. I feel like Zucker in particular, I always see Zucker. Zucker and Marina, those two. Like, Octavian and Cephalobot, I feel like I don't see them quite as much, but the other two, I see them constantly while hunting. I don't know why. Alright. Come on, who we got next? Let's see... Oh, no way! Oh my goodness, no way! Hello? That was like 4 tickets, I think? Holy cow. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. I didn't expect this to happen. Okay. Well, that's excellent. Come to my island, please. Wow. Alright, best decision ever. Okay. Well, we got our first dreamy. Yeah, that was 4 villagers, 5 tickets. So I'm just gonna call that 4 tickets. Wow, that was really unexpected. I've seen people get dreamies in fewer, and actually, I myself... I think, actually, no. I think my fastest has always been 4, because on Momiji, I got Kiki in 4 tickets in my first actual villager hunt. Yeah, shout out to Whitney! Thank you for making sure that we get somebody on this stream, because I'm gonna be so upset if we go through, like, 2 hours, and I was gonna be so upset if we went through, like, 2 hours and didn't have anybody, but now that's not a problem. Thank you, Whitney. Alright, well, let's... Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the plot and double check that it is actually sold to her, because I always get a little bit paranoid about that. That for some reason, even though I went through and specifically said, come to my island, and they said sure, I get a little paranoid. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, let's time travel a little bit and get her moved in. Wow, okay. You got Poppy in 5? Oh, that's awesome! I'm really jealous, because on Momiji, Poppy took me so long. I went through, like, I want to say over 100 tickets, and I was recording the entire time, and I just was so tired by the end of it, and so I ended up going to someone on Nookazon and getting her there. Alright. I think that we should be able to put down another piece of land right away, but I'm not certain. So, at the very least, we can get her moved in and say hi. And then, if we need to, we can time travel one more day in order to actually put down a plot. Welcome in, Luna Brown. We've actually had great luck so far. Our first 3 tickets were a little bit iffy, and then on the 4th we found Whitney, who was one of my dreamies, so that's fantastic, and says good things about the rest of the hunt, hopefully? That or we've just gotten really lucky and then we'll have no more luck for the rest of the stream. But at least we've gotten somebody. Here, I'll go and edit the description if I can figure out how to. Yeah, okay, edit. Okay, we found Whitney. All right. I'm still in shock. I really didn't expect that to happen so quick. All right, come on, Isabel. Come on, skip past. We have a new friend on our island. Woo! All right. Ah, and also Nook's Cranny reopened. Like I said, there's been I've made quite a bit of progress off camera, like since the last uploaded video. I've recorded a couple other videos, and also yesterday I time traveled like 2 weeks, and so that got Nook's Cranny to be upgraded, because I wanted the time to be at least closer to current. Alright, let's go say hi to Whitney and then see if we can get a plot placed down, or if we need to time travel one more day. Again, I'm pretty sure we can do it today, but not certain. I know that you can actually place down all 4 at once, I know because I did it on Momiji. But, I know that you can only hunt for 1 person at a day. Her wallpaper is really neat. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that one before. Alright. Welcome to the island, Whitney. I'm really glad to have you. Alright. This is so exciting. Okay. Alright, moving on. Let's see if we can keep that look going and get another person. Okay. Alright, let's get another piece of land placed down. I'm trying to think where there's space on the beach. I think in the bottom right corner there's still space, but I'm not certain. And I haven't really looked on the top left. Yes, I will be redesigning the villager houses, yeah. I did so on Momiji. And I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. The thing with Happy Home Paradise is that I feel like it's made me a lot better at doing interiors, and also it's made interiors more fun for me. Because my thing with interiors previously, with like my house interior, is that I've completely forgotten what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I had only the things in my storage that I could work with, and if I didn't have a ton of things, then there wasn't much that I could do at a time. But the thing with Happy Home Paradise is that I can just sit down and go nuts, and it's so much fun. And so yeah, I love doing the same with the villager interiors as well, like on my island. Not just the interiors, I keep saying that, but also exteriors. Okay. Let's get right back into it. Oh, wait, no. No. We're not gonna waste another ticket. I need to actually place down the plot. Yeah, having access to the catalog and everything, even if you don't have the full catalog unlocked, even just having infinite amounts of each item it makes it so much easier. Hello, Teen Gamer, welcome in. We just found Whitney in 4 tickets, and so we're about to place down a new plot. So, well, if I can actually get a spot. Alright, we're gonna place down a new plot and try and find another dreamy. Okay, good, we do have space. Again, I didn't mean to imagine it, that's fine though. It just adds a little bit of delay. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that was my sister. She's been really into Sonic lately, and so, yeah, she made that, she made the island flag, and then she's also made, these 2. Well, she found these online, and then copied them over, but, yeah, she's kind of been filling up the slots with Sonic-related stuff, but I think it's fun. Especially because I'm not actually getting into decorating quite yet on this island, and so it's fine to just use up slots on everything. But yeah, it is fun to have a ridiculous flag, at least in the meantime, until we get the actual one. Alright. Back into the hunt we go. Let's see. Use Nick Mouse ticket. I feel like if I'm just sitting with the Switch in handheld mode, like watching a video or something while villager hunting, I don't quite realize just how much time is spent, like, just sitting through loading screens. Yeah, Biff was one of my starters. He's fine. I am gonna be getting rid of him later on, so I'm sorry if that offends you. But yeah, he's definitely not the worst. A lot of the jocks are really... Hello again, Marina. Okay, she's really... Alright, I have no words, goodbye. Okay, as I was saying, a lot of the jocks really got the short end of the stick on designs, but there are some that are really cute, and then some that are not actively ugly, but like leaning cute, I guess, and I think Biff is one of those, where I don't hate him, but also he's definitely far from my favorite. I don't have a jock planned for this. Okay, I'm glad that I didn't offend you, Luna. Yeah, I know. We've used 5 tickets now, and got Marina twice already. And I'm sure that's not going to be the last of her. Because I already said, I feel like Marina and Zucker, I get way more than the other 2 octopi. So we're definitely going to be seeing more of her. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna take a drink of water right quick. Alright. By the way, you guys should also be staying hydrated, because even though you're not the ones just sitting and talking, you also need to have water with you and be drinking that. Ooh. I don't get this island very much. I don't remember what it is. Oh, you are a kangaroo. Hello. I don't remember what your name is. Yeah. What's your name? Carrie, of course, right. The kangaroos are, again, ones that I'm not really a fan of. That there's some that I like better than others, but I'm not a huge fan of any of them. Sylvia I had on my first island, and I didn't like her at first, but she grew on me, and so she did end up being one of my permanent residents. Especially because my first island was Rainbow Core, and she's very purple, so she worked with that very well. Yeah, Trash Island, I feel like I only ever get it when I am villager hunting. Like, I've had times where I'm like, oh, I really need trash, what if I can find Trash Island? And then I severely underestimate how rare it is. And so I don't often get it, just like the occasional time when villager hunting. Alright. Okay, let's see. I feel like other than Whitney, our other villagers haven't been that great, which I guess that's fine, because it doesn't make me feel torn on whether or not to take them. Because that's my thing, I don't know whether I'd rather have cuties or ugly villagers. Oh, hello Annalisa, we talked about you earlier. You're solidly alright. Yeah, I feel like it's really rare. Like, I've gotten Tarantula Island and Scorpion Island, things like that. I feel like I've gotten a lot more than that one. And it's so rare, and for what? Like, unless you actively want trash, like if you've got a dirty part of your island where you just want to pile a bunch of stuff like that, I feel like that's the only time you really want it. So it doesn't really make sense for it to be so rare, but also I guess that all the unique islands are rare. Okay, so as I was saying, I don't know whether I prefer getting cuties or ugly villagers if I don't get a dreamy, because I love seeing cuties, but also they make me feel torn. Like, in the villager hunt that I did that, hopefully I should be uploading tomorrow, the villager hunt that I did with the limited personalities as starters, I got Audie a whole lot, and Audie is my absolute favorite villager. She was my favorite villager before I knew anything about Animal Crossing, if that makes any sense. Oh, Jeremiah, baby! Hi! Speaking of getting cuties that aren't dreamies. I really like Jeremiah. I love all the frogs. Most of the frogs. There's some frogs that are a little bit meh. But Jeremiah is definitely one of the really cute ones. Alright. That ties into what I've been trying to say for a while. At least, well, I feel like I kind of finished my thought on getting cuties versus ugly villagers, but also not really. I don't remember half the stuff that I say once it comes out of my mouth. But I was saying that with when I did a limited personality hunt, I got Audie a whole lot and she is my favorite, and so I felt really torn every time. Or at least the first few times that I got her, I felt really torn. After that, it was just like, okay, this is getting a bit old, but yeah, the first few times that I got her, she really made me stop and go, do I really have to get permanent residence on this hunt, or can I get away with getting someone who I just think is cute? Yeah, it really is. Ooh, okay. Mountain Island. Hello, welcome in, Puddles. Alright, who we got? Oh, B! Or Bia. I think it's just B. She's cute. I feel like I haven't really gotten her that much while hunting. Like, I feel like I get other dogs like Goldie and Daisy a lot. But B, I feel like I really don't get that much. That is two cuties in a row, though. Yeah, I like B. I remember Katana Crossing for a while I believe was doing a hunt for her. I don't remember if she ever got her. Yeah, I really like B. She's cute. She would have worked nicely on Momiji, but yeah, I don't think I ever got her while villager hunting for anyone else even. Who's your number one dreamy? Probably Julian. I feel like, other than Ione, he fits the theme the best. While I was originally getting together my dreamy list, I knew Ione, obviously, and then I also wanted Julian because, like, he's obvious, he's magical and also, like, galaxy, so he fits. Yeah, she does. The blush is so cute. I don't know what it is about, like, animals with, like, circles of blush on their cheeks or anything like that, but they're really cute. Who are you again? Oh, Normac, I'm sorry about that. I don't really know what advice I can give you without really knowing the full story, but, maybe just see if you can talk to them and ask why they left you or anything like that, if you don't know. Speaking of villagers and animals with blush, that also kind of ties into ones that have, like, that feel like they've got full heavy makeup on, like Panchetti does. But yeah, because I've got mixed feelings about villagers like that. Because sometimes they can be cute and sometimes it's just a little bit creepy and doesn't really work. I feel like just blush or just eyeliner or just eyeshadow or things like that. Like the one bit of makeup, I guess, is cute. But other than that, if you do any more than that, it's just a little bit much. Alright. Who we got next? Yes, make sure everyone is drinking water. Oh, Gala, I think? Yeah, Gala. 2 pigs in a row, that's surprising. Yeah, she's really cute. I like Gala. But yeah, make sure everyone's staying hydrated. I know that I definitely have to because I'm still not quite used to talking for a long period of time. But, so my throat gets tired easily. And no, I did want to leave. Come on, Wilbur. I'm not really comfortable sharing my age right now. Sorry about that. Okay. I do want to head home. Yeah, I like Gala's mascara. She's an example of villagers with cute makeup. Oh, you found Ursula? Yeah, she's pretty cute, I guess, if I'm visualizing her right. Hang on. Yeah, she's pretty cute, but not my type either. She's one of those villagers that's mid but leaning cute, where I don't actively dislike them, but I don't think I'd ever want them as a permanent resident on an island. Like Biff, kind of, actually. That ties back into what we were saying earlier. Alright. The loading periods really are a long time, with like the combination of the DAL cutscene and, of course, the loading time itself and all the dialogue that you've got to click through. Oh no! You got Vladimir at your campsite? Oh, I'm sorry, K-Court. Was that your first campsite villager, or just a regular visitor? Ooh. Oh no. Okay, huh. Okay, I've been talking about villagers that are mid-tier and villagers that are cute. I think we got our first actively ugly villager. Yeah, alright. You don't really like tall villagers. That's an interesting opinion to have. I kind of get where you're coming from though, because like a lot of the shorter villagers like frogs and ducks and such, they're really cute, they tend to be. But tall villagers, I've never really thought about that, about height, how that factors in. Yeah, all the crankies have really deep voices. I don't know if... I don't think every villager has a unique voice or anything like that, but I also don't know if all villagers of the same personality have the exact same voices. I feel like there might be a couple different variations. But yeah, I know all the cranky villagers have deep voices. Oh no, Chops was your first campsite villager? Oh... That's... Yeah, that's a yikes. I'm sorry about that, K-Court. I'm glad that Vladimir wasn't anyone you had to take, though. Oh, Octavian. We got our second... Our third time getting an octopus. Our second actual individual octopus. Lobo is your favorite wolf? Yeah, he's pretty cute. I like a lot of the wolves. I don't really know who's... Oh, wait. I forget that Audie's a wolf. Audie is my favorite wolf, okay? Because she's my favorite villager as well. But other than her, I like a lot of the wolves. Like Whitney, obviously. I also like Chief. Fang is really good. Who else? Wolfgang, also really good. Yeah, a lot of the wolves are nice. Oh, Sky too, yeah. Yeah, Audie and Sky are both really nice. Yeah, Wolfgang, he's like blue and brown. I don't know how to describe him. Here, let me see if I can somehow pull up a picture of him. Here, okay, let me see. Image. I don't know why I'm going to all this trouble just to show you what Wolfgang looks like, but here we are. Alright. Come on. There he is. Whoa, he is really big. Okay, hang on. Let me size him down real quick. You can just see his blue ears. Alright. There we go. That's Wolfgang. Yeah, I like him. Lobo is your favorite because he wears a jacket that matches his purple fur. That's interesting. I haven't really thought about what clothes he wears. Because I remember what he looks like, but I don't remember his clothes. And you have a doghouse beside his house. That's fun. I always think it's fun when people decorate villagers' yards kind of according to their species. Like, I know that in Froggy Crossing's 30-day challenge, all her cats had a cat tree in front of their house. And I thought that that was really fun and cute. Oh, we got Mercy. That's our second kangaroo. Again, pretty mid-tier, kind of leaning cute, but yeah. Yeah, Wolfgang is very cute, I like him. He just overall looks cool. I think he's a cranky because he has a deep voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lobo is a cranky. There's several cranky wolves. Like, I've named Wolfgang, Fang, and Chief. They're all cranky wolves. I'm pretty sure Lobo is a wolf. Logo is cranky, I meant. Not, I know that he's a wolf. I meant he's a cranky. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I feel like once you've played a ton, then you kind of get to know a lot of the repeat dialogue. Lots of people like cute villagers, then there's just Puddles. Yeah, Puddles is definitely down on my list of favorite frogs. I mentioned earlier that I like a lot of the frogs, but not all. There's a few that I think are a little bit further down, because I'm not a huge fan of Puddles. I don't like Jambette. Her lips are really weird. Diva is okay, but yeah, I like her better than Jambette, but she's definitely not one of my favorites. Okay, who we got this time? Oh, another kangaroo. Astrid, I want to say your name is? Something like that? Astrid, yeah! I'm always really proud of myself when I see a villager that I don't really know that well, and I get their name right. I'm definitely far from having all the villagers memorized, like, by name or anything. But generally, I feel like most of the time, when I see a villager, I can get their name. But, again, it's enough that if I don't know the villager very well, I might not be able to recognize them, so I always get proud of myself when I do. Alright. Pills is the oh my gosh type, but she's not like oh my gosh all the time. I kind of get what you mean, in a weird way. Yeah, again, yeah, that's kind of a weird way of saying it, but I do get that. That she's peppy, but one of the, like, more toned down Peppies, I think is what you're saying. And yeah, I do get that. Man, if Jock's got the short end of the stick on, she's not like Anacotti. Yeah, that's understandable. I feel like if Jock's got the short end of the stick on design, then... Okay, goodbye, bud. Yeah, if Jock's got the short end of the stick of design, then I feel like Peppy's got the short end of the stick on dialogue. Because if you know about Magnums in Love, that gets real fast. On my first island, I had 2 Peppies. I had Audie and Tangy, and a few times, like one time I was running around doing a bunch of work, and several times I saw them talking to each other and listened in, and all of them were in some way about how they were basically the same person. So... yeah, like they had one dialogue where they were both freaking out about this amazing pop star they saw on TV, and there was another where they were saying, oh, they did all the same things as a kid, they're basically the same person, and we're just like, yeah, you kinda are. Does that mean Wilbur is cranky? He certainly has the voice of a cranky, but I don't know if that actually fits his personality himself. Oh boy, this sure is a interesting hamster. I remember what you look like, Hamfrey. Speaking of crankies having deep voices, he's a cranky and you can tell. Yeah, I don't know if Wilbur being cranky fits his personality. Like, kind of? I think it might. But I don't know. It's weird to think about the NPCs as having villager personality types, because they don't fit the mold quite as much. Because of course they're unique, they actually have their own personalities. And so it's... yeah, it's weird to think about. I'm pretty sure Orville has the voice of a jock. Yeah, the more I listen to him, the more I'm pretty sure that's right. But he definitely doesn't have jock vibes. Isabelle is deaf and peppy? Yeah, if we're going based on personality, then absolutely. But I'm pretty sure her voice is normal. Because, like, Peppy's, their voice is more high-pitched, like... If that... I beg you to please ignore that... that impression, but, like, the Peppy voices are more high-pitched, and normals are more, like, soft and sweet, like their personality. But yeah, Isabelle, her personality is more... That's the Peppy voice. That's the Peppy voice. Okay. Yeah, let's listen to the actual Peppy voice instead of my impression. Isabelle is different. Isabelle is a flower. I kinda get what you mean, in a weird way. Again! A weird way, but yeah. It was a great Peppy impression. No, it really wasn't. I know that you're saying that to be nice, but it really wasn't. I don't know how to imitate Animal Crossing villagers. Yeah, I like Isabelle too. She's really cute. I get sick of her repetitive announcements, but she herself is really cute. There's a reason that she tends to be the fan favorite. Okay. How are you all doing today, by the way? I realize I haven't really asked that. Like, do any of you guys have anything interesting going on in your lives? I think Phoebe is normal. I'm trying to remember who Phoebe is. Hang on. Phoebe. Oh, no, Phoebe is sisterly. Yeah, she's the personality type that's talking about, like, staying up super late and stuff like that. Yeah, Phoebe is a sisterly. Coco is normal. Yeah, I really like the normal personality type, both in terms of design and also in terms of dialogue. I feel like they have a lot of different variations on dialogue, and so I don't see a ton of repeats for them. Fine, just resting now. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. My voice is already getting a little bit tired, so I am gonna keep drinking water. I'm just working on decorating my island a chill day. That's good. Yeah, it's always fun when you get to just, like, sit down and decorate and just vibe for a while. Yeah, I really like Coco. I feel like people have mixed feelings about Coco, that either you love her or you think that she's creepy, and I've always been in the love her category. I love normals so much. I would have all normals if I could. Honestly, same. But that is a great way to make sure that you get tons of repeat dialogue and it all gets old real fast. But yeah, all the normals are so cute, and I love them. She said I try to go to sleep early, but then all my friends text me one time. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a sisterly dialogue. Do you know what ruins my vibe? My Switch overheating. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hi, Velma. So, like, is the fan just going nuts, or did it actually, like, overheat or shut down or anything like that? Because either way, that's a yikes. But yeah, I always hate when I'm playing on either my Switch or my computer and the fan is going crazy. Like, I feel like the Switch in particular, it should be able to handle these games. That's what it's for. So it's always frustrating when it's... Yeah, when its fan starts going insane. Velma's cool. Velma's interesting. I kind of have mixed feelings about her. She's pretty mid-tier, in my opinion, but yeah, she's... Again, I definitely don't hate her. Puddles is fishing right now. Nice. How many tickets have we used so far? I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Okay, as soon as we get to this island, before we see who the villager is, I'll check how many tickets I've used. Alright, come on, Wilbur. Okay, we've used 22, including the one that we wasted at the beginning. Yeah, Puddles is peppy a bit. She said, hey, little fishies, I'm gonna be famous someday. Come get your picture taken with me. Yeah, the peppy dialogue is a little bit interesting. Speaking of peppies, Bangle is here. Hello, Bangle. Goodbye, Bangle. I just wish Velma wasn't pink. I want to like her. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Especially she's like a weird shade of pink. Where it's one thing where a really cute villager is pink, like Gala is pink, and Gale is pink. And I'm trying to think who else is pink. But yeah, there's a couple cute pink villagers. But yeah, Velma has a weird shade of pink, and it's not the vibe. Lobo is meditating. That's nice. Bangle is on your island now? That's awesome! That's a really nice coincidence. Yeah, I like Bangle. I mentioned this in my limited personality hunt video, which, again, hopefully coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna have to buckle down on editing today, but hopefully it should be coming out tomorrow. And I mentioned this, but a lot of the peppies, I feel like, a lot of them work for, like, a tropical island, that sort of theme. Like Audie and Tangy and Bangle and Flora and, I'm trying to think who else. Rio. Like, that's 5 right there. That's half your island. That's all peppies that would work if you do a tropical island. What type is Carlos? I'm trying to think who that is. Here, look at Frigga while I look up Carlos. Carlos. Oh, yeah. Carlos is smug. Yeah, Carlos is also, in my opinion, kind of mid-tier. Yeah, he's a sheep. Man, I always feel weird when I get to talking about my opinions on villagers, because I feel like most of the villagers that I like are the popular ones. And so I feel a little bit basic when I say, like, oh yeah, I love Marshall and Raymond and Audie and ones like that. Because, like, most people do. And so I'm not unique or anything. I don't know what Quilson is, but he's giving Chatter vibes. Yeah, Quilson and Chatter are both smug as well. Speaking of Chatter, he's one that I was actually gonna mention for one that I like that I feel like isn't particularly popular. Chatter and Cousteau, I feel like both get a lot of hate, and I don't understand why, because they're so cute. Like, it's a mouse or a frog made of cheese. I don't understand what's not to like about them. They're so cute. But, like, I've seen people get one of them as their first campsite villager and be like, ew, it's Chatter, I hate Chatter. And I'm just like, he's baby! What are you talking about? You don't disrespect him like that. Uh-oh. Now this right here is an ugly villager. Biddy. Okay. Goodbye. Quilson ain't cute. Yeah, I don't like Quilson either. He's... the shade, like the color that he is, I think it's like a mint green. It's weird. It doesn't work. And also just his overall face. His overall face is kind of weird. Did I accidentally say that Quilson was cute earlier? I worry that I did now. Because I don't think Quilson is cute. Most of the smugs, I feel like there's really cute ones, and then there's really ugly ones. And most of the time, my campsite villagers tend to be the really ugly ones. I'm thinking back, the campsite villagers that I've gotten are... I've gotten 2 mid-tier smug ones and 1 ugly smug one. I've gotten 1 ugly smug. I don't need to say 1 a second time. Oh, good luck on the autofill. I've had semi-good luck with autofills. One time on my first island, I autofilled and I got O'Hare, and he's okay, but I was really mad that I had him because I didn't mean to autofill. And then on Momiji, Lopez was actually an autofill. I originally planned on keeping Pappy as a permanent resident, but then I kept Lopez instead, and I really like him. I'm glad I got him. What sort of luck have you guys had with autofills? I feel like if you have Nintendo Online, then that both boosts and diminishes your chance to get someone good from an autofill, because on one hand, it's someone who someone else has kicked off their island, but on the other hand, I've already forgotten what the first half of that sentence was. Yeah, on the one hand, the villagers that you get from autofill are ones that other people have had, but on the other hand, that means that those people didn't like them and kicked them out. So, yeah, I don't know whether it increases or decreases your luck. Lobo is an autofill, that's cool. Yeah, I do know what he looks like. He's a purple wolf, isn't he? Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's definitely... I think I definitely put him on my list of the, Oh, Molly! I think I definitely put Lobo on the list of wolves that I like. Oh, I really like Molly. She's so cute! I know that, again, that feels basic to say, because, like, she's obviously meant to be cute, but I'm allowed to like popular villagers, okay? I'm allowed to think that Molly is cute, because she is! You can't look at Molly and be like, no, she's so ugly. Because if that's the case, then I'm sorry, but I don't think you have any taste at all. Your opinion is not valid here. Of course, I only mean that as a joke. Everyone's opinion is valid, unless it's actively problematic. But if you're just saying that a popular villager is ugly, that's fine. It's gonna make me upset, but that's fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. Alright. Yeah, I do like Molly. She is really cute. They are popular for a reason, and that's the thing. Where I say, oh, that makes me so basic, but ones like Marshall and Raymond and Molly and Audie, they're popular for a reason, because they are actually cute. And most people agree on that. So yeah, I can feel bad about that, but I'm gonna like them. Alright, who we got next? Oh, Velma again. That's our second repeat, I think? Because I know that Marina was a repeat, but I don't think we've gotten anyone else as a repeat. So I think Velma is our second repeat. How many tickets have we used so far? We've used 26 villagers. I'm gonna not include the first ticket that we used in these counts. And instead just count based on the number of villagers that we've gotten, so we've used 26 tickets. That's what I'll say. We're about an hour into the stream. I feel like I'm going really slow. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of these tickets today, because I'm thinking I think the stream is probably gonna be about 2 hours. And based on the rate that we're currently going, that's probably gonna be 50 tickets. And so I think that that's gonna be a good place to stop. Like, even if we don't get a second dreamy, we've at least gotten Whitney. So I'm glad about that. Only problem is popular villagers like Molly. I like them, but because of all the rage over Molly, it would make me, hey, that's okay if I got them. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely get that feeling where, like, if you're surrounded by strong opinions, then you automatically feel the need to be like, no, 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 stand down. Like, you push back against them. Yeah, I get that about a lot of things. Thanks, guys. I know I'm not actually going that slow. I just, for some reason, get that feeling. Especially because I feel like I'm going as fast as I really can. Like, unless I was actively speedrunning. And, like, not even talking to the villagers that I get. I feel like you can't really go much faster than this. Hello, Rattle. But yeah. I like stopping to talk to the villagers. Even if I don't really like them most of the time, I'll at least stop and say hello. No, I didn't mean to go there. Who's your second dreamy? Any of the ones that I mentioned in the description, so Cleo, Julian, and Judy. If I get any of those, then I'll be very happy. That's how I feel about Raymond. Yeah, that's understandable. I do like Raymond, but I feel like people go really insane over him. Like, yes, he's cute, but also you don't need to pay real-life money. I mean, like, exorbitant amounts of real-life money in order to get him. Like, it's one thing if you have an amiibo for him. I have an amiibo for him, but, like, that's $1 per card. That's really not that much. But if you're spending, like, a ton of, like, money, like $100 or something, so that you can get him from someone else, that's insane. Just get the Series 5 amiibos and, you know, take the gamble. Don't waste tons of money on things like that. I will say the good thing about having his amiibo is that I don't have to worry about paying tons on Nokazan or anything if I decide I want him on a second island. Because I can just get him whenever I want. I feel like Raymond and Bob are overrated. Yeah, that's understandable. Oh, Punchy! Hi, baby! Oh. Popular cats. Well, I don't know how popular technically Punchy is, but I know that I really like him. He holds a special place in my heart. He was a starter on my first island and a permanent resident on Momiji. So yeah, I really like him. He's baby. Yeah, I like both Raymond and Bob. But I'm definitely not gonna go insane over either of them. Alright. Adjusting my posture. My chair is definitely far from super comfortable or anything. Yeah, I think it would be awesome if I could get a better chair at some point. But for now, mine is pretty thin. It's got enough padding for it to not, like, be digging into my back or anything. But I definitely get a little bit sore and uncomfortable sitting in it for a long time at once. Punchy is a cutie. Yeah, he really is. I really like him. You know, even though I get tired when streaming, I really like it. Because I like getting to just directly talk to you guys. It's one thing to reply to comments and such, but it's nice being able to sit down and actively have a conversation with you guys. Oh, you're Cobb, I think? Yeah, Cobb. Why have you got a bandage on the back of your head? Are you good? Did someone hit you with a bat? Or with a net? That would make sense. Cobb is definitely another mid-tier villager, where I don't actively dislike him, but I wouldn't want him on any island. Especially with a lot of the mid-tier villagers, I feel like there's no real obvious theme that they'd go with, which I feel like is part of why I say, oh, I wouldn't want them as a permanent resident on an island. Because my islands tend to be very themed. I feel like that's just something I personally like to do, where I enjoy having one continuous theme for the whole thing. And so, permanent residents, I feel like, oh, I want them to fit that theme. But Cobb, I feel like there's not, if you look at him, you don't go, oh yeah, he's city core, or he's cottage core, or anything like that, like you do with some villagers. He's just, he sure does exist. That's all that I can really say for him. I feel like we've gotten Bamboo Island a whole lot. The only place I can see Cobb was Lil Cinzy's salad-themed island. I haven't watched Lil Cinzy's Animal Crossing content, but based on the words salad-themed island, I definitely get that. I like really out-of-the-blue themes like that. Like, it's one thing to do popular ones like cottagecore or citycore or anything like that, where everyone knows, oh yeah, those are pretty obvious. But if you pull out something random like trash core or salad core, that's just, wow, I don't know where you got that. But also I'm down for it. You know what I mean? It was called kale. That works. That definitely works. I'm trying to think what sort of items you might use for a salad-themed island. Like, obviously lots of plants and such, but for actual furniture items that you'd want to use, I'm struggling to think of things like that. Because I feel like there's not really leafy plants like that. Like, leafy items, I mean. Other than, well, we do have actual, like, plant items that we can put down. But yeah. Bye, Luna. It was good having you in, the chat. I've been seeing lots of Florida core. Yeah, I know that Froggy Crossing has been joking about it, but I haven't really been aware of other people saying things like that. And she also had ketchup? Huh. That works. I think, kind of? The idea of putting ketchup on a salad, like, I mean the food ketchup, putting ketchup onto a salad is a little bit cursed in my mind. Like, if you enjoy that, more power to you, but that's definitely not something that I'd normally think to do. Like, I use actual salad dressings that are meant to go on salads. That's what they're made for. But ketchup, huh. I guess ketchup is just tomatoes and vinegar and maybe some seasonings. So it's not that out of the blue, because you put tomatoes in salad. That's just... Alright, huh. The more that I think about it, the more I realize she probably meant ketchup to be actual tomatoes. And so that does make a lot more sense. Sometimes I say things without thinking all the way through, and then I don't really think about them until after, and go, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, and now I've spouted nonsense in front of, 5 people. I guess it could be a lot worse than that. It's not like I've got, you know, like 100,000 viewers watching me or anything. You're Elmer, right? Yeah, Elmer. That's some very blue eyeshadow. I always think things like that are rather interesting, where villagers have like fairly neutral palettes or like warm palettes, and then they've got just rocking like bright blue eyeshadow, and I'm just like, where did that come from? It's a very interesting choice, but also I can't say it's really a bad one, I don't think. It's just interesting. Okay. I have used 32 tickets. Actually, you know what? Forget what I said earlier about, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about not including the wasted ticket in my count. I think I am gonna include it, so I've actually used 33 tickets. I've gotten 32 villagers, but we've used 33 tickets. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go until I hit 50 tickets. It would be awesome if I could find a, second Dreamy, but I don't really want to be here forever, and so I'd rather have a set number of tickets that we're gonna end at. I feel like there are lots of villagers like that with just some random color thrown in. Yeah, it's weird. But also, it's kind of interesting. It can be a good contrast if you do it right. But also, if you don't do it right. It's just, whoa. What are you guys' opinions on the hippos, by the way? Because I feel like there aren't really that many that I like, if any. Because if I think of the hippos, I think of like Biddy and Hippo and Bubbles, and ones that are just not, I'm really not a big fan of them. But I don't think there's any that I actively like either. Here, let me see if I can take a look at the hippos and see if there's any that I do like. Yeah, there's really not. There's also not that many hippos in the first place. I talked earlier about Biff being kind of mid-tier, and I think that Bertha is also pretty mid-tier. But yeah, I kind of like the anteaters. There's some that I really hate, some that are pretty mid-tier, and none that I actively like. You don't think there are really any hippos that you love? Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely understandable. I hope that with whatever they do for the next game, they take some of the, like, less popular, villager species, like monkeys, gorillas, anteaters, hippos, and they see if they can add, like, a cutie. Because I'm curious if you can really do that, or if it's just, or if they're just a lost cause. Ham-free, I've already got one. Why? Okay. I'm not sure whether I prefer. This kind of ties into what I was saying earlier with if I'm not getting a dreamy, I'm not sure whether I prefer getting ugly villagers or cuties. But for repeat villagers, I kind of feel that way as well. Because I like seeing the cuties and also seeing them, but also seeing them a lot makes me get kind of sick of them, and I don't want to get sick of villagers that I like. Like, I already said this, but Audie I got a whole lot on my limited personality hunt, and I got real tired of her by the end. I think I've been saying that you're gonna see that in the video, but I'm actually cutting that bit out. I just remembered. I do explain why in the video, but yeah, there's a whole section of hunting that I cut out. But yeah, in that section, I get Audie a whole lot, because it's just down to Peppies at that point. And Audie, for some reason, kept popping up. And I like her moving. Oh boy. Girl. You're a little desperate, and it's not a good look on you. Ooh, what's your name again? Are you Nox? Yeah, you are. You're interesting. There's a couple of chickens that I like. Like, I really like Ava. But a lot of the chickens are just like, whoa. Like, Nox is... He's not actively ugly, again. Pretty mid-tier. But also, he's a little bit of a yikes. Yeah, ew, Nox. Go away, we don't want you here, I'm sorry. Who are y'all's least favorite villagers, by the way? And favorite villagers, because I know that I've talked a bunch about how Audie is my favorite villager. But I'm curious what you guys' least favorite villagers are as well. Yeah, I don't really know who my least favorite villager is. Because there's a whole lot that I think of as, oh, I really don't like them. Like Hippo and Chops and Rodney. All of those I really don't like. But I don't know if I can just pick one that I hate. Yeah, Chops, that's definitely understandable. Oh, Lobo! Puddles, are you still here? Because if so, there he is, there's your boy. And I'm sorry, but I am gonna be leaving him. His color kind of fits for this island, but yeah, I'm sorry. He stayed on my island forever, I could not get him to leave. Yeah, villagers like that are the worst. On my first island, Eugene was my first campsite villager. And he's okay-ish, but I definitely developed quite the grudge against him, because I didn't at first realize that you had to take your first campsite villager. And so, my sister and I were both there when I entered the campsite for the first time, and I was like, oh, yeah, he's pretty cute, but I don't think I want to take him. And so I left, and then the next day he was still there, and I was like, what are you doing? And so he stayed for a while, and I was really mad at him by the end. All-time favorite, probably Poppy, just because she's perfect, and your dog in real life is named Poppy? That's so sweet! Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I like Poppy, she's really cute. I feel like if I hadn't had that initial thing with Audie, then I would've struggled for a long time thinking, oh, I don't really know who my favorite villager is, because there's so many that I think are really cute, and I don't know if I can pick. But yeah, Audie is definitely my favorite. But if I did have that struggle, then I think Poppy definitely would have been on that list, because she's also really cute. I do feel a little bit bad that I didn't finish the hunt looking for Poppy, and instead just went and got her from the Kazan. But I'm not really that disappointed about it, because the point is that I got her, and she was mostly ungifted anyway, so you couldn't really tell just from, like, spending time with her on the island. But part of me does wish I held out for a bit longer. I think the reason I didn't was because I was recording during it, and it was my first time, villager hunting on recording. In fact, I think up till that point, all my videos had just been speed builds, and so that was really my first time sitting down and talking to the camera for a long time. Yeah, her house does kind of need an upgrade. I am pretty happy with the house that I gave her, the remodeled version, but it is a little bit cramped, so yeah. But I think it did turn out pretty cute. I just got her Amiibo, sometimes hunting is a lot. Yeah, that's definitely understandable. I definitely do like hunting just with the Switch and handheld mode, just having something else running in the background that I can focus my attention on, really. Because, like I said, the dialogue in the loading screens does tend to be a lot. It does help that I'm streaming this, though, instead of just trying to record it, because with streaming, that means that I've actually got people in the chat to talk to, and so that does make it a little bit more bearable, and I'm not just trying to monologue and, like, talk about the villagers and such, because that's... I feel like after a point I start to really repeat myself, and yeah, it gets old fast. And also, because like I mentioned, my chair is not the most comfortable, and hunting takes a while, and so I'm just sitting here for a long time, and yeah, I start to feel it quick. Alice is pretty cute. What are your thoughts on the koalas? Because, I feel like a lot of the koalas are really cute. Like, I like Faith, and, for some reason I really like Sydney. Like, I know that she's this bright purple koala, but for some reason I love her. But yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts are on the koalas as well. Because I know that some people don't like any of them at all. But, yeah. No, I don't want to visit someone. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. Try this again. I want to fly. Use Nook Miles ticket. That's the sort of thing that happens when I don't pay attention, or really, that's the sort of thing that I worry will happen if I don't pay attention. But like, that'll go even further. I'll say, oh, I want to fly, and then I'll somehow end up selecting online play. And suddenly I tune back in, and I'm like, what is even happening? I love Ozzy. Alice is cute too. Yeah, I think Alice is pretty cute. I'm trying to remember what Ozzy looks like. Let's see who this villager is, and then I'll look up Ozzy. Oh, there you are. You're Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. Okay, let's see. Ozzy is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ozzy's pretty cute. He definitely has a lazy feel. Like, his face. Something about his face just feels very... I don't know how to put it into words, but he feels lazy. But, like, in an endearing way. I say he feels lazy in the villager personality way, and not like in, oh, I feel like he sits on the couch watching TV and eating chips all the time. But I feel like he's just a little baby. I feel like I always mess up the options to fly when I'm trying to go trade with someone. That's understandable. Because there's so many different dialogue options that you have to go through. One thing I always worry about messing up is when I'm trying to open it up to visitors. Because if you say invite anyone, then you have to say again, the more the merrier. Oh wait, no, you say the more the merrier, and then you have to say again, yeah, invite anyone. But I worry that I'll accidentally end up saying, oh, make it just friends, or make it just best friends at some point, because there isn't a verification with either of those. Who are you again? Alfonso. Yeah. Again, pretty mid-tier villager. There's something about that color, I feel like, that's just... I'm not really a big fan. Back to the island we go. We've got 8 tickets left. So we're gonna be going for a little bit longer, but not a whole lot longer. Let's see if we can get some good music tickets. It would be awesome if we did get a second dreamy. I'd be so excited. But yeah. If we don't... I mean, I guess it's fine, because, you know, we've gotten Whitney, we got somebody, and that's good enough for me. I feel like he's one of the only alligators I'd take. That's understandable. I feel like there's a couple others that I like better. Like, I like Gale better. And I feel like there's one other who I like better, but I can't think who right now. Oh, Cookie! Cookie's really cute. And even 50 tickets is a great goal. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that decision. Because I feel like 50 tickets is a pretty substantial amount for one day. Since you got Whitney on the 5th, maybe I'll get one on the 45th? Yeah, that is true. Alright, that would be awesome if we did. That would be... It would certainly be a coincidence, but yeah, it would be really cool if we got someone on the 45th. Alright, let's see. Time for tickets. I feel like I'm running out of things to say, so I'm sorry if I occasionally go quiet for random long pauses. Just, yeah, like I've said, getting a little bit tired, so starting to really just, my mind's starting to wander. Twiggy, hello. Why are her eyebrows like that? Just like, why is she so angry? I think overall, she's not bad, but then her eyebrows are just... They did her dirty. She could have been so much better, but they did her dirty. Also, I can't tell with things on her cheeks. Are those meant to be, like... is that, like... tears? Or is it blush that's blue for some reason? I feel like at times I've looked at her and been like, oh yeah, that's tears, but that doesn't really make sense for her to be crying all the time. But also it doesn't really make sense for her blush to be blue. So, it's, yeah, it's a little bit weird. Thank you, K-Court. That means a lot to me. I'm glad that you're enjoying this. Because sometimes I feel like, am I doing good? Is this weird or anything like that? But yeah, I'm glad that you're liking this. It's honestly been kind of wild, the supports that I've been getting lately. Like, I shared my channel in a server that I'm in that I haven't shared before. Because I just mentioned that, oh, I'm at 50 subscribers now, that's really awesome. And someone asked me to share it, and they have been really supportive. And it's insane, actually, having people who are like, oh, I really love your content, and I'm like, my content? Are you sure you have the right person? Thank you. You don't think you've ever seen Twiggy before? Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen her a ton, I don't think. I feel like most of the birds I don't see a whole lot, but I've definitely seen Twiggy a few times. Like during the limited personalities hunt, I was trying to think through how many tickets it would take to get the Peppy that I wanted, and so I was going through all the listed villagers and going, okay, how many different species have a Peppy, and then how many Peppies are there within those species? And I missed Twiggy a couple times for some reason while going through the list. I don't know why, but for some reason I just like skipped over her and was like, yeah, she's not a Peppy, but she definitely is. I know that she is, so I don't know why my brain does things like that. There's so many birds. Yeah, I feel like that's true, but at the same time, I feel like I don't really see a lot of them that much. Like, Piper, I think, is one who comes to mind as one that I've seen quite a bit. And Twiggy, I think I have seen a little bit. Like, semi-common. Hello again, Astra. But other than those two, I'm suddenly struggling to think of birds. And by the way, when I say birds, I mean like just the bird species, and not including things like eagles and ostriches and that. Well, sorry that if my chair is creaking, that was loud. Yeah, I like Piper. She's really cool, actually. Most of the birds I'm not a huge fan of. But, yeah, Piper is nice. She's cool. I already said cool. Okay, let's see. 4 more tickets. Oh! Oh man, that was... We missed the... Yeah, that was the 45th, wasn't it? I think. Or maybe 2 tickets ago was the 45th. In any case, we didn't get a dream on the 45th. Man. Yeah, instead we got another kangaroo. That's definitely not a trade-off that I'm happy with, but... Yeah. Especially since it was a repeat kangaroo. I think that's just the second time that we've gotten her. At least it's not the 3rd time. For some reason, for a second I was like, is that the 3rd time that we've gotten her on this hunt? But no. Just twice. Alright. Let's see if we can get somebody in these last 4 tickets, even if we didn't get one on the 45th. Okay. We need a ladder for this one. Sometimes I'm watching hunts and people will be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go put down my ladder so that I don't get certain islands, but I like the ones that require ladders. Maybe pate or pate. I think pate, but I don't know. In either case, definitely leaning mid-tier. Definitely mid-tier, leaning ugly, I think. Given the hair and the eyebrows. Why are the eyebrows, like, squiggly? Why does she look worried? She doesn't need to be that way. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Something about the hair on a lot of the ducks is just really weird to me. Because Scoot and Molly are my favorite ducks, I feel like partially because they don't have hair. Because Scoot has the thing over his head, and Molly is just a regular duck. But a lot of the ducks have the weird hair thing going on, and I'm not a fan. It does! Yeah, I like having to climb builds, especially the one where it's the 3 layers. Like, I know that, Koromora, on her hunts, she'll climb the 1st level and then try and identify the villager by their feet, which I think is fun. But yeah, for a little while, I'd try to do that myself, but I definitely did not get good at it. Alright. Let's see. How many tickets we got? Okay. This is the 3rd from the last. Oh! Oh, I don't remember your name! I know you, but I don't remember your name. Come on. Pinky. Okay. That's a very... name. I feel like that's... not a whole lot of creativity went into that name, considering she's a pink panda and wears a pink shirt. They really just named her Pinky. Yeah, she's pretty cute though, but her name is a little bit eh. Also, Pinky is an example of a different voice within one personality. Because, I talked earlier about how I think there might be 2 or 3 variations, and hers, she's definitely a Peppy based on that dialogue, but her voice is closer to the, her voice is definitely closer to the sisterly one, I feel like, where it's lower. Thank you, K-Corp. That's really sweet of you. You've been so supportive. I've really liked having you in this chat, so I'm really glad that you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, Pinky the Pink Panda. This is our 2nd last tickets. The suspense is really building. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna get somebody? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Unless we get lucky on the last one. Rooney, that's right. Okay. He's one where I feel like they tried to go for a cool contrast, but it doesn't quite work. Or the shades are just a little bit off, that the contrast isn't there. Because you definitely can do a good job with contrasts, but you gotta really work at it. And I feel like a lot of the times when they try to do contrasting colors for a villager, they don't really pull it off. Okay. So, last ticket. Oh. I'm excited and also nervous at the same time. Fingers crossed. Come on, Orville. Orville, my fate is in your hands. Take me somewhere good, please. Time for takeoff. Alright. I'm gonna take a drink of water while I'm waiting. Alright. Here we go. Who do you think it's gonna be? I don't really know. I'm hoping that it's a dreamy, but also I know that the odds aren't particularly high, so my hopes are up there, but also not so much. Alright, let's see. Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Hi, Leonardo. Okay, he was one that I had on my first island. He along with Sylvia, he was one of my starters. And he kind of grew on me, but also kind of not. Like, he's still not one of my favorites, but yeah, I'm not happy to have him as a last ticket. Let's go for one more. Let's go for one more, because we've only had 49 villagers. We've used 50 tickets, but we've only had 49 villagers. So let's do one more, and see if we can end on a good note. Because again, I don't actively hate Leonardo, but also, I'd rather end off with someone better, even if we don't get dreamy. You get a cute little thing with Olive on your island? That's sweet, actually. Yeah, I built him a little bike rack on my first island. Like, I did some, this thing that I've done that I did on Momiji a couple times, where I did some rope fencing and then put some bikes in front of it. Because I tried to make his yard yellow, but also sporty. So that it fit with him, really. So yeah, I liked that bike rack, that was fun. Okay, so now, this is our actual last ticket. Ooh, and it's another ladder one? Okay. Alright, let's get our ladder out. And let's go see. Oh, I already saw. Oh, it's Sheldon. Hi. I think I like him better than Leonardo, but he's another jock, and also pretty mid-tier. Alright. Oh well. We can't keep doing one more ticket forever, so I think I am gonna end it off here. Let's head back to the airport, and then I'll do a little outro and stop the stream. Alright, let's head back. Yeah, I found Whitney. That's a good thing. We got one success, even if we didn't get two. Oh, that is very close. Okay, there we go. Yeah, thank you for watching. K-Court, you in particular, you were very active in the chat, and I really appreciated that, because the reason that I decided to stream this was because, like I said, I get very bored while while recording just by myself. And so it's nice to have someone to talk to, and also thank you to everyone who came in earlier and just said hi, even if it was for a little bit. But yeah, this stream was a lot of fun, and we did have a success! We found Whitney! We found one of our dreamies. So I might do another villager hunting stream later. Maybe not. I guess we'll see how I'm feeling later. Be on the lookout for my video tomorrow, hopefully. I've got to get a start on editing. I tend to put off editing until the last minute. But I'm gonna try my best to get it out tomorrow, so I hope you enjoy that video, and I hope you enjoyed this stream as well. So, bye everyone!